This is FYI on YourTV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I have got Don Quinn back with me and Gary Lackey. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to talk Christmas, which is one of my favorite topics to talk about.
Oh, ours too, eh, Don?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right, that's right. Now, Don, you've been here before, and you started a program 11 years ago.
Yes, I did.
And it's Christmas for Lonely Seniors. Let's talk about what
So-
you've been doing for 11 years.
When this started, it happened on Christmas Eve, sitting in church beside a lady that worked in a nursing home. And I just said to her casually, "Oh, do you have tomorrow off and Christmas Day?" And she said, "No, I'd like to go to work and take in little things for the people that don't get anything at Christmas." So that got me thinking and inquiring and talking about it, and that's where it started from. And so what we do now is we go to different long-term care homes, retirement homes. Even now we're reaching out and trying to get people in their own little home somewhere, living by themselves or an apartment, because there's a lot of them too, but that's hard to get to. It's hard to get their names, it's hard to get their contacts. But we are reaching out and trying to get some of those people.
And you're talking about more than 250 people.
Well,
A
last year we did 276 bags
Right.
to go out. So it's growing. I mean,
Yes.
the first year, I believe I did about 25 or 30 Christmas stockings.
You
and
did
then it
stockings.
grew.
You actually did
We
stockings.
did stockings, yeah. And that was just me, myself, and my clients in my hair salon that heard about what I was doing. They gave me donations. So from that, it has grown to now 276. This year will be definitely over the 300, I'm
Yes.
sure.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So when did you come on board in the last 11 years?
A couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago, my wife Bonnie was involved a year or two before that, and then when I heard about the organization, I got really excited, and we've known Don for a long time, and my wife talked me into going, and we just it's a great the people just there's 6 or 7 of us on the committee, and everybody gets along, and everybody has a job to do, and everybody does their job. Like it's great. It's just.
You're a well-oiled machine by
We are.
now. You just
Because of this lady here.
Well, I wouldn't take all that credit.
Well,
because it takes people behind here to keep it together. I'm just kind of the one that talks a lot. But it has come together
It has.
with people working together and wanting to do this and wanting to help and wanting to be part of putting a smile on lonely seniors' faces at Christmas time, you know.
And I mean, you've been here every year since we've had the FYI show. We're in our 7th season. So, and every year the numbers grow, So people learn at each event that you have. And it's like, okay, next year I've got to put
for
my
sure.
neighbor
Yeah.
on the list. I've got to
Yes.
put somebody on the list, sort of thing.
Yes.
So how do you get on the list?
Well, when it comes to long-term care homes and that type of facility, we're able to make the phone calls to the head office and say, how many people do you have? But now, when it comes to private people, they have to reach out. And that's what happened last year on Christmas Eve. I started getting phone calls
On
in
Christmas
the
Eve.
morning. And I was at work, and I said, I'm not sure, but let me see. So I just started writing down addresses. And I believe I took 20 out Christmas Eve and just to people's homes. So they have to reach out to us to say, I am a senior. No, I don't have any family. I'm here on my own. And it doesn't mean that they have to be destitute. It just means they have to be lonely.
Yeah.
Because I met one man last year, and he said, I'm not destitute. I'm not poor. I'm fine. But he said, I'm lonely. He has a wife who hasn't known him for 2 years. So, like, there he was, all on his own. And I just gave him this bag, and I said, well, this isn't very much, but maybe it'll make a bit of Christmas for you. And he said, oh, you're so wrong. That's a whole lot of Christmas for me. And he said, it's going right into my living room. Christmas morning, I'll open it. Had another lady that gave her a bag also and a puzzle, and she was totally thrilled. She would have something to do on Christmas Day. She could do her puzzle, because they couldn't go out for meals because it was still COVID, so they weren't having gatherings. And then I talked to her afterwards, and she said, you'd never believe. She said, it was just like Christmas when I was a child, and she said, I had this bag, and every time I pulled something else out, it was another surprise.
Nice.
You know, so it melts your heart. It really does.
It does. And I mean, when you first started, it was stockings, but now it's gift bags.
Gift bags,
So
yes.
Gary, maybe you can talk a little bit about the gift bags.
Yes, we decided this year to go to gift bags, all one-size gift bags, because last year and the year before we had in big bags, smaller bags. So this year we decided to go to paper bags, and we got talking to Christine at the Buck or Two, and bless her heart, she donated 300 paper bags, and so we've got them. And then with being also a crossing guard, I got to know some of the schools in town. So I said to the committee, can I call the schools? And we'll give 100 bags to St. Francis, if they'll take them, 100 bags to Chimo, and 100 bags to Duncan J, and see if the kids will decorate them for us. So the committee said, sure. So I called, and it was just, they were so thrilled. The schools are so thrilled that we thought of them to ask them. So again, 100 bags here, 100 bags there, 100 bags there, and the kids are going to decorate them with Christmas scenes, even a Merry Christmas on them. But a big thank you to the schools, and a big thank you to Christine and the Buck or Two for their donation, and it's going to be a super Christmas.
Oh, Christine Bless, she's a good friend of us here at FYI, and she's a personal good friend of mine too, so she's a good person. So
certainly is.
Yeah, the bags too, just the fact that the children are going to be participating in this project is wonderful for them.
Oh, it is.
That's inspiring for them.
Because now we're getting out to more of the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
More people are learning about what we're doing.
Yes,
and,
for sure.
And so that, they'll hop on board or say, oh, wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
How can we contribute?
Yeah, and in their minds too, this is just a little different element of what Christmas is all about.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's right.
And I've got the ins. I didn't tell you. I got the ins with Santa. I sent him a text message, and he got back to me, and he said, can you tell me the date that we're going to have the drop-offs at? And if there's no restrictions, he said he'll come down.
Perfect.
And he says, Gary, he said, it doesn't matter whether you're 6 months old or 98 years old, you still like to see Santa. So I've got to tell you, but Santa might be coming with us.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is.
That's
That is
wonderful.
wonderful.
It is, yes.
That's wonderful.
And when we're doing our deliveries, we have the van. Well, they drive it from Van Horn
Yes.
Retirement Home, plus the van from Buck or Two that we're going to be doing our deliveries in.
Very nice.
So
Hey, you need a big vehicles,
for
two
certain.
big
Yeah,
vehicles
yes.
for this. If we're
Yeah.
talking, you're going to be 300 gifts this year,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure, for
at
sure.
least.
So let's talk some dates because you need donations by, and let's talk about what you need for donations as well too.
So the parcels are going to be delivered on December the 13th. That seems early, but
Okay.
you have to get them to the home so they can get organized, so that they know how to get them out.
Right.
And we need donations by the 1st of December. I know we're really pushing here, but we have to get it organized, and we have to make sure that we have enough of everything. So if we don't, that gives us time to go out and buy what we do need. And what are we giving? We give everybody something like a toothbrush, toothpaste, soaps, deodorants, things like that. But then everybody gets a pair of socks, something everybody's feet have socks on
Yes.
them, so there's a pair of socks. And then we go from there. Little craft ideas or pencils, pens, little notepads, packages of Kleenexes.
Yeah, you had a great list on your website as well, on
Yes.
your Facebook page. You had socks, mitts, toothbrushes, toothpaste, hairbrushes, combs,
Yeah.
magnifying glass.
That's what I was going to say, Kathy, too. Yeah.
Microphone.
Yeah.
Yes. And calendars.
Calendars,
Yeah.
yes.
I never thought about calendars, but they don't get calendars.
No.
So that's something really cool. The other thing one of the homes said was little clocks. So they put beside their bed.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
We don't think about these things, but they came along with these
Yeah.
ideas. So
Or
that-
slightly read books, too, or paperbacks, too.
Yeah.
We'll
Great
take
ideas.
that, yeah.
and CDs.
CDs, too, yes. Yeah.
Anything, anything and everything. So
Eh,
where do
yes,
people drop
that-
your donation off to? Yes.
Well, a lot of it has been coming to my store, Dawn's Closet, and Full Figure Boutique, because we're both in the same spot. And that's 7 Russell Street West here in Smith Falls. And they're open. Sherry's store is open from Tuesday till Saturday, so she's there. So if people come in and I'm not there, it's no big deal. She just said, sure, no problem, right
And
here.
they can also call Gary and Bonnie's house and I can go and pick it up if I have to.
There we go.
283-6747. Or at my crossing guard corner.
Yes. Oh, at your corner
At
as
my
well,
corner, too.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah. Which is?
The
Brockville
corner
Street
of
and-
Brockville and Ross
Ross.
Street. I just forgot. Ross.
Yeah, Ross Street. Yeah. Oh, we know where you are. Yeah, waving to everybody. Yes, one of our town ambassadors. Both of you are. So.